Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my Stampin' Up tutorial. I haven't thought of a catchphrase for it yet, but I'll come up with one. Anyway, this is what I have created this morning, and the idea is that it's a very, very simple beginner's card. I am new to paper crafting and I am new to Stampin' Up, so the projects that I will do hopefully will encourage other ladies to join me in learning. So these are some very basic cards. It's going to be a set of 8, which will then go in a box, and these are 3x3s. Okay, 3x3 note cards using the designer tin of cards stamp set, and I also did use mixed borders, but I'm going to use this one today, which is from the designer tin of cards set. So I'll get on and I'll show you how I made them. Right, off we go. So to create the card, I did first of all started off with a base, which is 3x6. Just make sure my card's long enough. Yep, so I'm going to do 3 inches. I don't know, as I said, I don't know all the other measurements. Just, yeah, 3 inches by 6 inches. Easy. And while I've got my cutting board out, I'm going to do the paper that I layer over, and I'm going to do that at, I've got a piece here, 2.5 by 2.5 inches. So there's 2.5. Save that piece for later. Let's see what size this is, and 2.5. That's about right. So I can put that away now. To get a nice crisp edge, I used my scoreboard, oops, and make sure I'm in shot. So I've got my piece of cardstock, which is from the Subtles range, and I'm going to score it halfway at 3 inches, and then fold it and burnish it like so. So it's got a nice crisp fold. I'll just put my, if I can open, put my tool away or else I'll lose it. Right, so I've got my folded card there. Just make sure that I am in shot. I'll zoom in slightly. Now what I like to do with my paper lines is just gently edge them with the ink. So I've just got a sponge here and I'm just gently going over the edges of that paper. It just helps it stand out even more, just that little bit more. Just do it gently, very, very gently, and then just put that ink to one side. And then I'm going to use my snail adhesive and just put some tape on the back. And then I'm going to attach it. I'm just going to eyeball it. You could measure it if you want to be really, really careful how you do it. But I think that's just about got away with it. Just a little bit of extra adhesive then over the edge. So then my next step is the sentiment, and the one that I have picked for now is the designer tin of cards set, which is a fantastic set. They are clear stamps. And I'm using this one, which is Sending Love. If you can see, there you go. Now, one tip for that I've come up with, although, you know, I'm not saying I've invented the tip, because I've got a glass plate cutting mat, I'm putting my stamp on the grid, so I know I've got it straight, and then putting my block over the top. So if you're a new stamper like me, that's a good idea if you've got one of these kind of mats. And then I'm going to stamp that, again using the Sweet Sugar Plum. Lovely, lovely colour. It's one of the new ones. Sweet Sugar Plum. And I'm just going to very gently put that on my ink pad. You don't need to press it a lot. They're very juicy, these pads. They're lovely. And then, if you can just see, I'm just going to do it in the far corner here. And just put it on and just gently press. Very gently, you don't have to push down hard at all, and then lift it off, and there you go. It's worked awesome. And then I'm going to use my label punch. This is Decorative Labels. It's the most favourite punch in the whole of Stampin' Up. It is for me. And I'm just going to centralise it on my sentiment. It will cut the swirly part off the top there. If you wanted that, and you'd need to use the die, the slightly larger dies, but it doesn't matter and it doesn't spoil it because I've already tried it. I'm going to go back with my sponge and I'm going to gently ink the edges of that. Again, it just helps it stand out, and because all of the inks match the paper lines perfectly, you can't really go wrong. As I say, I am a complete novice at card making. I'm determined to learn, I'm determined to get better, and I need that back out. But it's so easy to learn with Stampin' Up because all the colours match. It's really, really hard to go wrong. It really is. I'm just going to add some Stampin' Up dimensionals to the back of this. One at one side and one at another. Peel it off. Peel it off. And then again, I'm just going to eyeball it roughly in the middle, like so, and just gently press. That just gives a nice little tiny dimension there to your sentiment, and it just looks nicer. And now I'm going to add a flower, and I'm going to use the petite petals. Where's my stamp? I'm using this one, which is this far. Is it this one? No, it's this one. Sorry. Yeah, with the little like stitching around the, what I call stitching around the edge, it's this one here. That's the one that I'm using. And that is Petite Petals, and I did get it in a bundle with the stamp set and the matching punch, so it punches out what you've stamped, and it's better value for, well, you're saving money by buying them in a set. So let me just move my card out of the way. Again, I've got it on my block. You know which way to stamp it because of the shape of the stamp. Gently ink it. No, I want it on pink cardstock. I don't want it on white. I'm going back on the pink cardstock. I'm just gently pressing that on, like so. Let's hope there we go. And then you go in with your punch and you line it up over the petals. I'll probably get quicker at this again, as I say. That's lined up quite nicely. Let's have a look. Yes, that's done a good job. I can now close my ink because I'm not going to use that. Put that away. And I'm going to find my little mat and my stickers and my glue dots. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put my flower on this little mat. I picked up somewhere in a craft show, and just press with the end of my pokey tool. It just lifts the petals up, if you can see, and just gives them a little bit of dimension rather than having flat flowers. We don't want everything flat, do we? So I can put that away now. I'm going to just add a glue dot. Again, Stampin' Up do sell all the glue dots, all the adhesives that you need. I'm waiting on mine arriving, so I'm using an inferior glue dot on my flower. And then I'm just going to add it to the corner there. It just gives a little pretty added detail. And then if you're all fingers and thumbs like me, if you use the end of your little tool there to pick up these little gems. Oh, I've lost that one. Oh, I feel like I'm under pressure because I'm on video. On film. And then just manoeuvre it to the place that you want it, and then I just press down with the end of my tool just to make sure it's stuck. And there you go. If I just zoom in slightly, you've got a very, very, very basic but still very pretty card. And now if I can do it, anybody can do it, and the fact that the Stampin' Up products all coordinate makes it that much easier. So I've made all of these. And I am a complete novice card maker, and I'm really, really pleased with them. I think they look really pretty. I'm going to come on later on in the day and I'm going to make a little box to put them in because they are a set. Thanks for watching. I'll put all the details so you can shop with me online below, and all the details for the what I've used, which punches, which paper line, which colours, and I'll leave all the links in the description box. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now.